So I am playing the Life Aquatic update. What happened was Austin is new to the server. So I am. Oh, hold on. I just playing the Life Aquatic update. What happened? Okay, sorry. I have the stream up on another thing. Okay, what happened was Austin is new to Minecraft, and he went through, updated the server like I told him. I didn't think about it. I should have told him backup, then update. He did not. So, yeah, there is no backup done. I gotta figure this out. I want to be able to light this from this. I mean, I guess I can just do this. Doesn't need to be. We're just gonna wing it. So if we do up the stairs there. What if we just I'm gonna have to check these because there's gonna be actually I don't think there should be any in here. There should just go down to the end here. As compared. Oh no, there's some dust somewhere in here. It would be redstone dust. Did I lock all these hoppers on accident? Yeah, there's dust in. So I don't know if anyone's gonna be on. Austin's probably working. I work at 5. So I'm only on for maybe about an hour. I think we're good. Nope, there's a repeater. Why is a comparator in there? Okay. But this one should be good, right? No. Okay, we'll just... figures the one I didn't look at. I was trying to put a stream of what's it called? Of glowstone lamps up on top. And if you missed it, we updated the Life Aquatic yesterday and the server crashed. Well, not really. Austin didn't back up the server before he let it die. So we're just gonna blame Austin for having to start over, even though I should have done it because he's never done it. But he said he just created a new world, and I said you replaced the old world, you didn't save it and create a new world. So yeah, that's why I'm in creative, because I'm trying to build back essentially the same thing we had. Okay, and then we'll just do one of those. Because this is going to be A brick wall. Just in case of this whole thing, so I built the main part. That is why it's all off. Okay. I started doing this and I messed up the first part and it was off by 1. I couldn't figure out why. So it's gotta go there. Down, over, and down. Okay. So now should be slab, stair, slab, down, over. Did I mess that up? No. Slab. We can do this for the corners. Even though I don't think anyone's ever going to see this, I'm still going to know it's there. But with the new Life Aquatic update, zombies can go in the water and you're not safe. Normally you're getting chased by zombies, you jump in the water. But you're getting chased by zombies, you jump in the water, you get chased by water zombies. So it completely broke a lot of escape. So it's now harder to get away. Okay. So we're going to do that. It's basically what was on the other side. That's a stair and then up. So it should be that, stair, slab, stair, slab, stair, slab. I'll do that. Just kind of give it a little bit of break up the end. So like I said, we are not, I gotta make sure they don't do it, but no exploring in creative. This is just to rebuild what we had, which was a chest room, which if you noticed, I took it out of the mountain because it was just too many. It was a pain in the butt. So, and the landscape actually changed. So if you go back and watch some of our other videos, there was a lake right here, or like a big pond, and there was another giant overhang thing. Well, the acacia biome spread out and it's gone, but we still have all the towers over there. But with the Aquatic update, it lags my computer, so I'm going to have to drop the render distance down because I used to keep it at max, like chunk load. But you know what? We've explored. Let me see if I can upgrade it. Video settings, 14 chunks. Go to like 20, 22 chunks. See if that happens. And a trick that I learned, video settings, if you drop it down to 2 chunks, you can see, I know how it's not much, but you can see the chunks easier. So like this is how big 2 chunks are. So a chunk is not very large, but this is essentially a nightmare. You can't play in this. No, not language. My luck, I'll change it and I'll never get it back. So let's go 24. So that's good. You can see off in the distance. You see a spider. See, I'd walk right over there and not even know they were there. So I'll come back and get the ones I missed. They added so many new blocks. Watch our other video, you'll see. I'm gonna do this just because it's easier to put down blocks. I don't want to have to kind of fight for them. Plus, no one's gonna see it. So, if I was in survival, I would not be putting this here, just because it'd be a huge waste. But I don't care right now, because I'm just trying to rebuild. Austin, thanks for that. It's fine. It's not his fault. I kind of knew, like I mentioned it before, that we may end up having to restart the entire server. After I started building, I realized that. But the good thing is, I mean, even though I wasted 5.5, 6 hours making all the stuff, that now that we're in creative, I'll just rebuild it, and I know I basically wasted 5.5 to 6 hours doing a furnace system that eventually worked. So now I don't have to try it, because I ended up building like 4 different. Well, no, I built 2 furnace systems, but one, someone suggested that it was because it was facing north-south and not east-west. So I tore the whole thing apart, rebuilt it, different direction, same problem, and like it didn't work. So I actually am going to modify my own, because I made my own. If you watch, if you watch our other video, you'll see what I mean. But I'm going to modify it. I think I can do it without minecarts, which would be great because they're obnoxious. So it's not going to be today. It'll be during a future video. Maybe tonight? I don't know. Tomorrow I work from noon until 9:30. So, I mean, it is possible it could be on. But tomorrow, the problem is tomorrow I work noon to 9:30. Then I have to be back at work at 7:30 in the morning because my boss hates me and wants me to quit. But I'm not doing it, so he's just going to fire my ass. Yeah, if I'm on, I'll play it. So, and someone was asking me why earlier. My boss is trying to get me to quit. So I work as a dairy manager for a grocery store. I'm not going to say which one, because it doesn't matter. I tore the cartilage between my ribs. I was doing freight, and I've lifted and twisted. I've been doing this type of thing for, I mean, I'm 7 foot tall, 380 pounds. I mean, I've lifted and worked freight construction most of my life. I just twisted, and it just happened to give. I mean, I talked to the doctor, and they were saying, yeah, I mean, you don't have to be doing anything bad. It's just, no matter what you were doing, it was just that time. One of the managers at the store said he was fixing his truck. He leaned over to do something inside, and he just felt his rib break. He wasn't doing anything. Like, he just twisted just right, and it just gave. So it just kind of shows you really don't have to be doing anything to just fucking break a rib. Okay, so we're going to just put these caps on. There we go. I am going to add some stuff to it, but this is essentially the basic. I guess we... Oh, I'm want to kind of do different stories in this. Up here, I'm thinking is the library. I don't know. I'm gonna have an overhang for the books, and then up here will be the library. So we'll build an enchantment table, which I wasn't going to spawn in, but I may. I'm gonna do the cow thing too, because I was gonna build it. Okay, we're gonna go here. I think that is big. You know what? I think I'm gonna go a little bit bigger. Maybe 3 or 4 more. Oh, that's good. So we'll just do this to figure out where. Okay. Didn't I just... Oh, sorry. I had a Hershey bar. I was looking for it. Okay. Let's look up. So there's actually new logs. Striped. Log and then striped. Like, I'm really excited about these, but these ones I actually want just regular oak because I'm gonna do this. It's all dark wood, but I want to add just a little bit of oak to kind of break it up a little bit. Can I do... We'll do this just to kind of... No, you know, the brick's gotta be like that. Let's do that. Okay. So I do 1, 2, 3. This is just gonna be like another tower. This riveting episode of building with Citizen Steps. Nothing special. Doesn't matter. Let's go. Once I get this up. That's gonna go like right. Well, you know what? Is there a drowned zombie in there? No, there's... So, zombies... I've noticed something with the drowned. They look for water. Like, they like being drowned, I guess. But they'll actually run on land and jump in water. So it's... Okay, so... This wall's gonna be up here. I'm going to put windows in this side to kind of let some light in. Okay, now this side I had an idea. I kind of want this to be like a tall peak. So I'm thinking I kind of want to stick with the dark oak. Do this, and then we'll get rid of this. We don't need this. That's too steep. I think just I kind of want to slope in a little bit, so maybe we do like stairs, then up. Okay, so it's stair, stair. Up and there. Then we'll do stair, stair, up and there. It's not getting the look I want. I want to just go like a little bit, and then, you know what? I may just be doing this wrong. So a little bit, and then we'll go. And then I think it's just going to end up being. Oh, what am I doing? It's going to be brick. So I'm just going to do this. So it'll be. Oh, you know what? I think I can do that. That. I think that'll work. And then we're gonna go. And then I think we're gonna go straight up. Not straight up, but a block, then up, then a block, then up. Close enough. So the backside is not going to be that. It's just kind of going to be normal. Let's do this. It'll just be a normal slope over to it. And that's the peak. Okay, so that one is going to be up like that. It looks weird, but it'll... That actually works out pretty good. Can I do this? I'm gonna do this. Do this weird little thing. I think it'll look kind of cool. I think I gotta make this all wood to make it look halfway decent. My daughter is watching. True? I don't know. I don't know. Why don't we just do this? So, oh. Okay. I think I'll begin. Basically, the door's going to be right here. Maybe on the end. No. I think right there's a good spot. Now the fun part. So I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna do all of these. Okay. And that chicken thing is out of the chunk we're in, so I'm going to end up putting the chicken spawner underneath. I'm thinking the village, not... Okay. Think on this and not to put that there, and then I can do that. There we go. Trying to put a roof on this so it doesn't rain in here. Okay. So now we got. We're gonna do this one. Okay. This is why a lot of YouTubers, like on Hermitcraft, will not show you stuff like this because it's not that fascinating. And no one's watching right now, so I have no one really to talk to during the stream. Because usually I'll interact and reply. And I'm the only one on. I think everyone else is at work. But I have been talking to some sponsors because we used to do a lot of YouTube videos before a lot of life happened. There is someone interested. It's a long shot, but it could do to the point where we have a brand new studio and everything, and this becomes full-time. It's like a 10% chance, but it went from like a 0 chance to 10% to maybe 20%. Like, he's from overseas. He's looking at coming here and starting a company. Like, it's just a lot. It would be amazing. And it was actually his idea, not mine. So, I mean, that would be like the dream job kind of thing. I don't know how long it would work, but okay. You know, I kind of like it. I think I may do like a dormer off the top, but for now. This is going to be a tower. So I may do this going straight up, kind of like that, and then have the roof slope straight down towards this, or just a standard triangle peak. I don't know. Oh, second one. There we go. That's what I was trying to get. So this one I'm actually going to do this. Just trying to figure it out. And I am totally winging this. Sorry, my daughter made a grunting noise. There's 3 and she's making weird sounds. That's what they do. I think I've built stuff like this in other Minecraft videos with just normal. I built a Christmas tree, massive Christmas tree, lit up everything, and I did that all manually in survival. Oh my god, there's a lot. I'll also say this is gonna... Someone's asked me why I was clicking like crazy last night, because it's faster. Okay. Okay. What time is it? It's 4:11. I have to go at 4:30. I'm doing this. Well, the hour just kind of flew by. But I guess I got a lot done. I mean, I got that done. I worked down an entire Hershey bar. So I wanted it to kind of look like it was just like a wave. Okay. This up this side. Okay. Move these up. You know what? I'm gonna just leave that stone. Well, let's just do this and leave the pillars. Actually, I think I need... That's what it was. There we go. That's right, I did do it that way. I know what I did wrong. Shit. No, that, like that. No, we'll just do this. Okay. Is that this under? No, that's not. 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's leave those there. One, two, three, four. What time is it? 4:20. Sorry. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, so it's 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, we'll do 6. One, two, three. we'll just line these up. Four, 8, so it's 1, 2, 3. So it means this one is right there. Go to work. Everyone donate something so I can call in sick. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, see, this side doesn't need it. Cobblestone. Stairs. Guess I don't need. Luckily, I live in the same neighborhood as my work, so I'm like less than 5 minutes away. So I have to go in 5 minutes. It gives me 15 minutes to get dressed. I get my work clothes on, get out the door, get to work, climb up like 2 flights of stairs to get into where I clock in. I'm just waiting for someone to apply in a wheelchair. See what happens. Because the only way to the break room and to clock in are 2, I guess it'd be 1 flight of stairs, but there's a landing, so it's like 2 short flights of stairs. But there's no elevator, so it's like, if you're in a wheelchair, pretty much screwed. If anyone's ever gonna challenge that at my work, that'd be funny to watch. I did work at Best Buy one time, and there was a misunderstanding, and it kind of flipped. It escalated quickly, and this is the one time where management actually, I don't know what they were talking about, or why they handled the way they did. There was a guy in a wheelchair. And he was, like, he knew more about computers than I did. Like, this dude was, he was handicapped, but he was awesome. I think I'm still friends with him on Facebook. I don't know what he had, but customers would kind of sometimes just ignore him. But he could sell the crap out of basically anything. Just because they listened to him. And everyone looked at me weird when I'm like, yeah, I don't know that, but hey, let's go talk to someone that might know. And then he comes over and they're like, what? So yeah, it was kind of funny with that once in a while. But it was a Black Friday, and management asked corporate, how's it going to work because it gets so busy. He's in a wheelchair. Do we just not schedule him on Black Friday? Because it's just literally going to be crowded, and if there's an emergency, it's just, do we want to put him in danger? And how should we handle it? Because is that a discrimination thing? Because it has nothing to do with discrimination. And so they were going back and forth and asking, and apparently it got back to him, and he took it as they were going to fire him because he's handicapped, and it had nothing to do with that. Like, they were just trying to find out that because their policy is every single employee works Black Friday. But since he was in a wheelchair, it was kind of weird. So he ended up quitting, and then I'm loss prevention, so I'm standing at the door, and someone of his family, I think, came in and started yelling at me that, I hope you feel good about yourselves, you guys did this to him. And I'm like, who the heck are you? I'm friends with him on Facebook. I was like, out of everyone in the store, I talked to him the most. And I'm like, what the hell did I do? Because at this point I had no idea what was going on. And then finally I went and I'm like, no, you need to kind of tell me because I just got chewed out. And they explained it. I'm like, oh, well, did you guys try talking to him? And they're like, well, no, we're just going to leave it. And I'm like, it's kind of stupid because he basically quit thinking he was about to get fired for being handicapped. And if I tried messaging him on Facebook, but yeah, I don't know. He never got back to me. But that job was going downhill anyway. Managers were kind of douchebags there. And the two managers I had a problem with got fired. Almost done. I'm just going to finish this roof and then I'm going to get offline. And I will be back tonight. This place is going to be awesome looking. Oh no. We're done. We're done. I'm done. I don't know what to do. Okay. Oh, I remember what I was gonna do. I was gonna push that wall back one. But I think I can do... Okay, I gotta go. This is just gonna keep going on and on if I don't get out of here, and I'm gonna be late for work. which I don't need them to find a reason to fire me. They're already trying to get me to quit. Okay, I will see you guys.